Madam Speaker, I now yield to another one of our rising freshman stars, the gentleman from Maryland, Representative John Sarbanes, 5 minutes.
The gentleman from Maryland is recognized for 5 minutes.
Madam Speaker, the resolution we are debating today is simple and direct. It declares strong support for our troops on the ground in Iraq and opposition to the President's decision to send an additional 21,000 men and women into harm's way. I wholeheartedly endorse the resolution and pray that the President will heed its call. Most agree now that it was a mistake to invade Iraq. Hearings in the Senate and the House are stripping away the last thin veneer of justification for that fateful decision. They are offering compelling evidence that the administration sacrificed wisdom, judgment, and conscience in favor of shock and awe. Many of us sense a similar impulse at work in this administration's dealings with Iran. Let us serve notice. This Congress will not allow the administration to pursue yet another ill-fated mission. Madam Speaker, bringing our troops home from Iraq is no longer a whispered prayer. It is now the clarion call of the American people. 1 year ago, those proposing a new direction in Iraq were labeled as unpatriotic and marginalized in the national discourse. But we've come a long way. Elections do matter. On November 7th, the people in my district, in Maryland and across the nation, sent a strong message. The next day, Secretary Rumsfeld resigned. Shortly thereafter, the Iraq Study Group issued its report, sharply criticizing the war. And in the next few days, the United States House of Representatives will pass this resolution signaling stiff opposition to the administration's proposal for a troop surge in Iraq. To those patriotic Americans who have been relentless in their call for an end to the war, know this: your collective voice has been heard. In my home state of Maryland, nearly 400 men and women have died or been wounded in Iraq. 2 days ago, one of my constituents reminded me that the war is no longer being measured in time, but in lives. To the families who have sacrificed so much and who have suffered the ultimate loss, do not fear for a moment that a change in our policy in Iraq, that the effort to stop the escalation and begin drawing down our troops in any way dilutes the value this country places on the service of your loved ones. History will treat harshly those policymakers at the highest levels who let ideology trump sound and informed judgment. It will fairly criticize politicians who have exploited this war for partisan gain, but it will reserve only pride and lasting gratitude for the sacrifice of our men and women in uniform. Amidst this sad tale of bungled intelligence and ill-advised policy, they alone are untarnished. Madam Speaker, I've never been to war, never kissed my wife and children goodbye, wondering whether I'll ever see them again. Far from the harsh reality in Iraq, I am blessed with the sweet ebb and flow of life's daily routines. But like many Americans who witness our soldiers dutifully pushing forward every day under impossible circumstances, I am ill at ease. I know that the current policy in Iraq will only lead to more pain for many families and for our country. Madam Speaker, the American people are tired. They're tired of rhetoric. They're tired of promises to put politics and partisanship aside when all they see is bickering and recrimination. Let's give them hope. Let's send the powerful message contained in this resolution, but let's not stop there. Let all of us, the President, the House, the Senate, have the decency and dignity of purpose to put differences aside and work every day, beginning this day, to bring our troops home to their families, to their communities, and to a nation that stands humbled by their sacrifice. I yield back my time.